Hello, combat, welcome back to another Marvel's Not video. In this video, we're going to be showing you 10 decks of the week. These are 10 decks that people have hit infinite with in the first week. Most of them getting day 1 or 2 infinite. So I thought I'd show them. So you've got some choices and decks if you still need to do your infinite client. So first up is going to be like this clog move deck with Scream. Scream's been a really nice card. I have enjoyed Scream myself. I haven't really tried this type of deck with its full clog with Scream. So you've got the White Widows, you've got the Tanya Green Goblin type plays, you've got Debris stuff, Viper and stuff like that. Now, obviously you throw them a lot of junk, you can move it around with Polaris, Stegron, Cannonball, stuff like that. That's deck number 1. Second deck here is a Surfer Patriot deck, using Agent Venom to get the most out of the deck, right? So you've got Bast and Venom, so if you draw cards, you can Bast them for free, and if you don't draw them, you can Venom them, right? You've got Patriot stuff, so you've got Wasp, you've got the Demon coming out of the hood, Mysterio, Brood stuff. Then, because you've got a lot of free power stuff, you also have Silver Surfer, so you can Silver Surfer your Brood stuff. Silver Surfer, Nova, Sage, Mystique, Patriot, anything like that. Next up, we have just a Sarah control type stuff. So you've got a lot of answers. So you've got like Shadow King, US Agent, Rogue, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi, Killmonger. You just kind of teched up out the wazoo. But you're also running ways to win with like Bishop and Hitmonkey, Mysterio, Invisible Woman to hide some tech gap behind Sarah to let you play more cards on the last turn. Yeah, pretty nice. Just, if you like playing tech cards, that's something for you. Next up, we just have a Hawk Venom deck. This is kind of making most of low power cards again. You get the Bastard and Venom combo. This time you've got you hitting Kitty and Fina and stuff like that, and you still got Iron Man. It's just a great target, and Mystique again. But the main thing is like these tempo cards, like the Fina and the Kitty, Iron Man to win it. You hit all that stuff. Next up, we have Sarah Surfer. This is a deck that I put a video out yesterday. This is a really strong deck. You don't have any 1s or 2s, so you kind of wait until turn 3. You want to be like waving into like Sarah Onslaught, whatever, or like wave into Blink, pull out Sarah or Onslaught if you haven't drawn one of them, and then bam boom, jump lab, you pop off. Get some crazy surfer stuff going off. Next up, we got Thanasu. Again with Agent Venom in here. We've got kind of there's not as many good targets in here. This is more aiming at hitting your stones, so you get it early, hit your stones. It is set the power of all cards in your deck, not what started in your deck, right? So you can hit them. You got M'Baku in here for the why not. Obviously Marble Boy gonna buff everything up. Kyra to protect your stones. Iron Man again, a great target to be hit. Obviously Thanos you can't hit because he starts in your hand, so it's all good. Next up, just this is a Kingpin move deck. Like I said, I like Scream, so it'd be rude of me not to show some move decks people hit infinite with. It's pretty standard for this type of move deck, because all you want to do is just move your opponent's card, right? You're not really caring about yours. So Craven, I don't mind Craven in here, but also you're not relying on the Craven. You'd rather hit Scream stuff. Like Scream's more important than Craven, right? Because not only does it get big, it also reduces the power. Like Scream is just insane Craven, especially if there's only one card moving at a time. Obviously, if you're moving multiple with like Magneto and stuff like that, Craven pops off. But like Scream is the one, and the rest of the cards are all about moving your opponents. Pretty straightforward. Next up, we have a mill deck. This is probably one of the more fun decks. I just like this. The idea here is you got Wiccan in here to end up with some big turn 6s if you want to. Wiccan is kind of just a tester in this deck. This is just But I do think you could probably get rid of the Wicked for a 6 drop or a 3. Like maybe if I was to get rid of it, it'd be for NTW or Goliath. One of those two. You got Shadow King to deal with like all the Scream stuff that's coming out, any toxic stuff, any buff stuff, whatever, Agent Venom stuff. Gladiator to just drag some out of your deck. Aaron to turn Yondu to the mill. Obviously, if you draw something big, you shang it. You know, Cersei for some high roll potentials. Next up, standard move. We've had a couple of like move hype decks in here, right? With like the toxic type move, but this is just straight up moves. You've got your Ghost Spider, your Dagger, and your Vulture. They're gonna get big, and then you've got last month's cards in Aranya and Madam Web to move cards around. Move cards around, and then you've got your standard move card with your Iron Fist and your Cloak. Cosmo to protect your stuff. Heimdall for a slide, and Goliath to just deal with some cards. And the last deck is everyone's favorite deck. How can I not? Hela. Everyone loves some Hela stuff. This card, yeah, everyone loves it, yeah. No, you probably don't see much of Hela, but you know, here you go. Pretty standard Hela list. Nothing fancy. Yeah. That's a big card. Have your Luke Cage. Hellcow just makes the deck insane. Yeah, nothing really much else to say about that, is there? Hella stuff. And we'll talk quickly about the cards for this build, which are where is wait, what? What the hell is Agent Venom? There it is. So the season pass card, Agent Venom. You've seen him in quite a few decks, which has been a nice change because the last couple of season pass cards haven't really got in a lot of decks. I mean, I guess Kate Bishop is in quite a few decks as well. Last month's one, Madam Web, kind of was a dud, right? Just kind of went in move type stuff. But Agent Venom's got placed in quite a few little decks. It lets you play weaker cards to get the most of it, and then the other card is Scream, which is one of the most fun cards I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, love this card. If I wouldn't say get it if you are missing another Spotlight cache. Hard to say if to open Spotlight caches for the new cards without knowing people's collections. But I always just say if you're missing at least 2 cards, go for it, or if it suits your play style. If you're a move player, this is probably a card for you. If not, whatever, just skip it unless you're missing another card in the Spotlight. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Booze.